on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jekowitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is my non-spoiler review for The Invisible Man. I gotta say, man, I was kind of apprehensive about this movie because I've seen it done much worse than this. This was actually pretty damn good. Directed by Lee Winnell. This is, a story that originated way back with H.G. Wells. But this is definitely a new, updated take on it. And I thought that some of the updates were very, very cool, if I'm being honest. You have Elizabeth Moss as Cecilia Cass. She is leaving Adrian Griffin, played by Oliver Jackson Cohen. Abusive boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. And so you kind of already know from the trailer that she leaves, and, there's this play on, is he actually dead or not? Because she got a message that he had killed himself. And so there's a big question mark there. You have Harriet Dyer as Emily Cass, Cecilia's sister. Aldous Hodge plays James Lanier, who is a cop, and also letting Cecilia Cass stay with him and his daughter for a while as she's leaving her boyfriend or husband, whatever he was. Storm Reed plays Sydney Lanier, which is the cop's daughter, and Michael Dorman plays Tom Griffin, which is Adrian's brother. And it's really cool because you start this movie out and really not giving anything away. Like I said, you know from the trailers that there's an abusive guy that she leaves. Is her sneaking around the house, just gathering things and leaving very, very quietly from this asshole of a boyfriend, husband, whatever he was. And then you start to get the play on, okay, obviously it's the Invisible Man. This guy has created a way to make himself invisible to torment his wife or ex-wife or girlfriend, whatever the hell she is. And so, they're kind of playing off the fact that, if you tell somebody that there's a guy who found a way to make himself invisible, you're just going to think they are crazy. And so they are playing psychologically, not only with what other members in the movie think of Cecilia Cass's mental state, but they also kind of play with the audience very psychologically. And I love the way they did that, actually. And I'll get into that in the spoiler review. Obviously, I can't talk about everything here. This movie really was going to be made or broken by Elizabeth Moss and her performance. And thankfully, Elizabeth Moss is an amazing actress. And she fucking killed this role. There were moments where, you generally think no matter what, she's kind of losing her mind. Like, no matter if it's real or imagined or whatever, there's some kind of psychosis forming here. And she just plays it very, very well. And I think that everybody here did at least a very good job as far as the acting goes. Some of the little tricks they did with this movie, I think, really helped add tension to it. Like I said, this is very psychological. And they definitely try to not only get into, the mind of the main character, but also get into the minds of the audience as we're watching the movie. And I really thought that was very cool. So I can't really talk about too much more here for obvious reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grade this. And then I'm going to move on, and I'm going to give you my spoiler review right after this. So ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this was an 8 out of 10. It's been a long time, actually, since I've seen a movie that really pulls you in mentally like this does, as simply as it does. And that's kind of a key point. Like, this was a pretty small budget when you're talking about making a major film. And they did a lot with a little here, and they actually made quite a bit off of it already. I think they made $53 million on their opening weekend already, worldwide. That's pretty good. I think it was like a $7 million, $8 million budget. So, 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The acting was top-notch. I really like what they did creatively. Now, there were some things that I have to talk about again in spoiler review that didn't really make sense, but I'm being forgiving with that, if I'm being honest. So 8 out of 10, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Save spoilers for the spoiler review. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation, out.